Okay, I just saw the confrontation between Tamera and Amber. I'm sorry, but Amber is going to mess up their business because this is going to come between their business. So at the end of the day, like I said, the fact that you're confronting her, like she said, she has nothing to do with anything, and she's not coming in there being fake. She ain't coming in there doing nothing. But the fact that you're saying why did she come to your house? You two gonna be around each other because these two are around each other. That's why she came to your house to have the confrontation. And Amber ain't used to somebody like Tamera. Tamera don't back down for nobody. And I am glad that Tamera stood her ground. I'm glad Tamera was honest with her. Like she said, do I condone what happened between the two of you? No. But yes, Shayla is my friend. But at the same time, Amber, these two do business together, honey. You're going to be dealing with her whether you like it or not. But like I said, this is not about the situation with Shayla. This is about the fact that she's with Wayne. And when Wayne find out about this, Wayne is going to have a problem with it. Wayne is going to have a huge problem with this. Because, like I said, in the end, Anthony and Wayne do not need to do business together. I have said this from the very beginning. I said if they get back together, then in no way, shape, form, or fashion do they need to do business together. I have sat up here and said it. And it's like, I don't know why Anthony and Wayne would continue to do business together. It just doesn't make sense to me why they would do that. They don't need to do business together at this point. At this point, after everything that has happened, they don't need to do business at all. They just don't. Wayne needs to go his way. Anthony needs to go his. And like I said, she gonna go off on Anthony. And like I said, Tamera came in there with no disrespect. She came in there and told her flat out, yes, we did meet at the church, but I got to know Shayla and she and I became friends. But at the same time, Amber, what allies do you have? You have none. Brittany slept with Calvin. The only ally you got, in all honesty, is Erica. Erica. Ernestine slept with Mike. So why are you so hard on Tamera, but you ain't hard on Ernestine who slept with Mike? Why are you not as hard on Brittany, considering Brittany slept with Kelvin? We're not gonna do that. No. Like I said, this got everything to do with Wayne. And when Wayne find out, best believe it's gonna be a problem. So if Amber thinks that this is not gonna come between their business, it is. Because Wayne is not going to not bring her around. He's not. All it is, you can't stand the fact that Wayne is with someone else, and it just so happens to be that he met Tamera through Shayla. That's what this is about. This is about the fact of that. Because like she said, you and I don't have to be friends. But can we be cordial? Can we have a regular conversation? Absolutely. So I can be around people and not say anything to the other. I've been in a situation like that where I had two friends that didn't like each other. And I had to deal with that. And I told both of them, look, what you say to me about the other, look, I ain't got nothing negative to say about neither one of y'all. When you're around me, don't speak on her. When you're around me, don't speak on her. That's just it. Don't even speak on the other around me. Because I don't want to be in the middle of it. So like I said, Amber is bringing people involved in something that ain't got nothing to do with them. Because it would be like Erica. Now, Erica ain't never going to deal with Shayla. That's a whole different, situation. But in the end, like I've said before, when it comes to business, that's a whole nother monster. These two do business together. And like I said, now Wayne got somebody he's serious about. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So now this situation is gonna come between their business, and more than likely, I think Wayne gonna cut Anthony off, as he should, because Anthony ain't gonna do it. And Rolanda is not gonna be happy about this at all. She's not gonna be happy about it. And she gonna be the one to go to Amber and say, look, I know You ain't thrilled about the fact that Tamera is friends with Shayla. But the reality of it is she is dating Wayne. And I can't let your insecurities about Shayla and your obsession with her dictate my business, because you know she gonna step in. Tamara is not the problem here. Amber is the problem. Amber is spiraling because, again, the way she looked at that house, the way, the fact that she has to bow down to the woman that stole your husband, the fact that you got to sit there and swallow your pride. Oh well, you chose to go back, sweetheart. You wouldn't have had to swallow your pride if you wouldn't have went back. But hey, that was the choice that you made, baby girl. So for all of y'all talking about that Amber is the one, no, she ain't. Shayla is the one winning. Because the fact that Amber has to put her tail between her legs and swallow her pride every time she see this woman, the fact that she has to deal with a child that's not even hers, that she spend more time with than he do, the fact that she is taking on something that she don't even have to take on is hilarious to me. So again, I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know why y'all think that Amber is winning, considering the fact that she's with a man that had a whole child on her and slept with her best friend. But okay. She ain't winning considering the fact that the man she actually wants is with a whole nother woman giving her $30,000 a month and showing her around and meeting everybody when he kept her a secret. But okay. Oh, okay. If you say so. Honey, Amber's not winning in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't care what y'all talking about. She is not winning. And for y'all to keep saying that she is really insulting, to be honest. It's just like the situation with Noelle. The fact that she's messing around with Dalen and messing around with Kelvin and messing around with Carter. Three-way. Shout outs to Tiana Taylor. Well, I guess the reason that Tiana Taylor left Iman, because you get a house, everybody get a house. He just giving everything that they worked hard for to what's the name? To everybody. He for everybody. He for the streets. But okay. So like I said, I can't with y'all. I can't. I ain't never gonna think that Amber is better than Shayla. I ain't never gonna think that. If anything, Amber is the one in the worst position. If it was me, I'd have just got divorced, let the two of them be together, got my stuff and moved on. But nope, she wanted to stay in this marriage, so let her continue to be the fool. But you know what God says about fools. But okay, y'all want somebody to be stupid and dumb, and I'm sorry, I don't look at it that way. So no, So in the end, like I said, nope. I don't think any of it is right, but here we are. So in the end, like I said, I do not in any way, shape, form, or fashion condone the situation. But if you gonna stay in this situation, then you better take everything that come with it. Everything that come with it. So the fact that Amber chose to go back, this is what you gonna deal with. And either you gonna put your emotions in check and suck it up and realize that every day you're gonna have to deal with the woman that was your former best friend, that got a child by your husband, and you're gonna have to swallow up and suck it up and bow down to that girl, because that's exactly what she doing. The fact that women have to bow down and swallow your pride and have to come face to face every day with the woman that not only slept with your husband, got a whole child by that man. No, not me, said it was cat. I left my situation, so not happening, pussycat. So again, if y'all think that it's a flex that she went back to her husband, no, it ain't. It's stupidity. Because like I said, to go back to somebody that just did what they did, but then again, she ain't innocent either. She just as guilty. So like I said, they both in the wrong. Neither one of them don't have leverage. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't condone it either way. And I would never tell somebody to go back to somebody that did what they did either way. Male or female. I don't care. But that's what y'all wanted. Wayne gave you what you want.